Hey Bamma Nation, we're back and ready for Badbeat 6. Right now we're here with Mike Jasper. How are you doing today, Mike?
Doing well, doing well. Getting ready for this fight coming up here July 13th.
Alright, in this fight you're actually going up against Manny Murillo from Team Quest. What do you know about Manny Murillo?
I do know he's not a lot like myself. You know, he was undefeated as an amateur. Also now is undefeated as a pro, 4-0. Got a heavy hand, likes to come forward, and I think it's going to be a good fight.
Going into this fight, you and your opponent are both 4-0. Your coach, Boss Ruin, was saying something about someone's O's has got to go. Does this add pressure to this fight for you?
Not really. You know, like I always said before, you got to take each fight as it is on its own. You know, it's treated as its own separate deal. You sit there and worry about your record or someone else's record, trying to protect that, you know, with no losses, then you're not gonna go in there and do your thing. You're gonna be worried about your actual record. You can go in there and just fight, do your thing, let it speak for itself.
The fights really do speak for themselves. Going back to Badbeat 5 against Miguel Cosio, do you want us to give us a little bit of feedback about that fight?
Yeah, man. In the first round, you know, I was really caught off guard by his actual height. You know, being like 6'4". I mean, it's hard to find a guy 185, 6'4". So the whole first round was pretty much a feeling out process, and I was really kind of uncomfortable. And then second round, we got a little heated with a little bit low blow, and then ended up kind of just unleashing, letting itself, like my fighting to speak for itself, and took care of it.
Yeah, you did. With your fights, they tend to end in TKO or knockouts. Is that something you specifically train for?
Uh, Not really training for that. Just kind of see your opening and just know when to go for it. Because you see some guys that'll just turn it up, go full throttle, they gas themselves out. I mean, you got to know when's your opening and take advantage of it when you got it. And like in my last fight, I found a small opening, ended up catching with an elbow, and it was pretty much over from there.
Well, it probably helped fire you up with his low blow first and then also a cheap shot when you're going in. So, good for you. I'm glad you really made it your own for that one. This is going to be your third appearance in the Bamma USA cage. How has it been coming from the first fight up to this one? What has changed for you?
As far as Bama goes, you know, I love fighting for the guys. It's great promotion. It's ran smooth. A lot of other promotions, you know, they'll run behind, say they're going to start at 7, start at 8:30. Bama's ran really well, you know, top to bottom, bread, everything. It's usually pretty smooth. No, you know, no BS. And I'm always down to fight for Bama.
Well, good. We're glad to have you. And, going into this, you have a lot of sponsors. Do you want to give any shout outs to your sponsors right now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I always want to throw it out to Boss and his gym at Boss Foods Elite MMA. His also equipment is o2trainer.com. Trauma Fightwear, also El Rey, Big Brand Tire Company, uh, Future Legend and the Underground Clown. That's about it. Everybody, all my coaches, you know, get me where I am today. Couldn't be here without you.
Yeah, it's a lot with the sponsors and it's also with the fans. Have you been getting any feedback on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that for this fight?
Oh, 100%. I posted my promo, I think, on your guys' page, and that's actually got a lot of feedback. Most of the highlights are actually from Bama fights, so I mean, they enjoyed that. But I got a really good promo. You got to check it out on my Facebook page. It's pretty much shows the whole path of how I've started as a pro and up to date till now. But yeah, fans love it. You know, they're also a big fan of the Bama and the casino and whatnot. So it turned out all right.
Stu, where did that come from?
It's actually it was my grandfather's name, and it's also my middle name. And I mean, it's right here on my arm. I've been called that ever since I was like in sixth grade. I was called Stu, and when I first started, I absolutely hated it, and I thought people were picking on me. But ever since then, you know, I love it now. That's all I call it, Stu, and it's stuck with me ever since. So that's why you hear the Stu, Stu, Stu. So it's just all my friends. That's all.
Well, it seems like your friends and family seem to be a real big support for you. I heard with your last fight that some of your friends and family that are out of state actually got to see it because of live stream. How was that for them and for you?
To be honest, I think that's amazing. And so many fights prior, they have asked that same exact question. How can I see this? I want to see it. I can't wait to see the video, yada, yada. And then now, that last one, they were all pumped. You know, I mean, I have family in Mississippi, Oklahoma, New York, Oregon. My mom's in Oregon. You know, I have family kind of well spread throughout the United States. And they usually takes like 3 to 4 weeks to actually see the fight. All they see is a, Facebook post, hey, Mike won or whatever. But now that them being able to see that live through the stream, I mean, they love it. I mean, they're in a different time zone. I got like my family staying up till 1 in the morning. My grandma, 75 years old, she's up till 1 in the morning can't wait to watch the fight. So I mean, I think for the family and the friends, it's awesome. I mean, I have buddies that have fought, and I got to watch them live, and I think it's a great aspect. I'm a big fan of it, and I know they are too. So I'm actually appreciate it, and I want to say thanks just because it can keeps them in tune, and they love it.
It's good. Going into these, you wonder why people get more motivated when they see it live versus just hearing about it. It's just, I think it helps you as well, which is a great thing. I actually had a personal question for you. Why do you fight?
I got into fighting because my best friend, who's actually my head cornerman, we were going fishing, and he was been a trainer forever. He boxed. He said, hey, you should come try it out. I played football my whole life, played for 15 years, like semi-pro. I've always been competitive. I did get in some playground fights when I was younger.
I won't ask too many details on those.
Yeah, not at all. But basically, I just stopped playing football because I was thrashing my body, and my buddy was like, "Hey, dude, come in, check it out. This is really competitive, yada yada." I tried it 3.5 years ago, and I can personally not get enough of it. And you just always, every day you learn something new. There's no limit. There's so many different aspects of MMA that every day you can take something new home with you, and to me that's awesome. Other stuff you get you can peek and you already know most of it, but this stuff it's every day. It's a new learning experience. It's it's kind of like a little brotherhood. Your gym, you got guys, girls, everything. You got girl fighters in my gym too. It's just a little kind of like a clique, and you guys it's awesome. I'm just addicted, to be honest.
No, you learn a lot about respect, and it's a big thing about family. You guys really do become family going through and struggling together, cutting weight, gaining weight, all these different things that you do with your training. It's so nice to have you guys do this, and it's a pleasure to watch them as well. So I'm glad to be a part of it. So it's nice to have you, and I'm really glad that you started fighting. And I mean, I wish the best of luck to you for this next fight. I'll be seeing you there. If you win, I'll be talking to you again. So good luck with the rest of your training. You want to talk to me, so let that be an extra motivation for you. No, I'm just kidding.
That's always motivation enough. I got the big screen, the 18-inch computer going right here, so I got the good view. So I look forward to the next conversation.
Well, don't worry, it won't be on a little screen. It'll be in person at the fight. So
I'm all about that.
Something to look forward to.
My hand will be the one that's raised. We'll have a great conversation afterwards. It'll be a good time. Fighting July 13th, Bamma USA. You can follow me on Facebook or on Twitter at Jasper MMA. Come July 13th, check it out. You won't be disappointed. My name is Mike Jasper, and I'm a Badbeat fighter.